Hello, Diana Caswell here. So I wanted to get on here really quick. I actually thought I already made this video, but I didn't. And show you how to search for things like groups that you might want to join, and then from those groups you can actually get, send out friend requests. Obviously you want to do it slowly. You don't want to attack people in there. But you can send out friend requests when you find people that you think would either be good prospects or good friends, people that you might want to talk to in the future, and then add them as friends. So first thing you want to do is go and join the group. So if you were looking at something like a travel group, you would search travel, and then it will pull up the group's pages, posts, and you can actually sort it right up here. So as far as groups are concerned, click see all, and then you can see that there's travel agent groups. And I don't know that if you're a travel agent looking for other travel agents, I don't know that I would join this group, but I would join this group maybe for more of a just to see what other travel agents are doing, because there are already travel agents in there. So I'm going to go ahead and send that request. But as far as the groups you might want to join to add people in the future, Traveling the USA would be one. You can go look at the group, look at the description, see if it's something that fits what you're doing. You can see there's 8,000 members. You want one with, a decent amount of members, and 8,000 is not bad. Doesn't look like they post too much. There's 52 in the last 30 days. You also want to see if you can post in here. Make sure you abide by any rules that they have. If it says, you are not allowed to promote your business, which most of these groups are they don't want you to promote in these groups. But you want to make sure that they're also not groups that are already promoting something travel themselves, because then you're joining a group that is actually your competition, unless you just want to learn from them. But anyways, so you can join some of these groups, like, let's see. See, this is a personal group. She must travel a lot. That's a lot of people. That's awesome. Nicole's travelers. Let's see. Travel addicts. That might be a good one. 80,000 members too. So if you join this group, and you can see that most people are posting here, so that's kind of cool. So you could join this group. This group is for travel. In order to be a part of it, don't spam, so definitely do not post any of your stuff in here. Post your favorite pics and stories, but nothing commercial. Okay, answer the question, and then send it. I'm going to say got it. Send to admins. And then what you can do is eventually, they'll either approve or disapprove you. Once they approve you, though, you'll be able to go in here and see, like for this guy, he says, has anyone ever been to Egypt? If you have been to Egypt, you can answer that question once you're a part of the group. Obviously, you're not going to answer with anything spammy. You can just tell them about your trip or whatever. And then what you can do is slowly, you can start adding some of these people if you notice that they either travel a lot, or you think, they'd be a good person to start a conversation with and possibly a good prospect somewhere down the road. Not immediately. You're just going to try to make friends here. So then you could just take a look at some of what they post. You can comment on some of those things, and you can just go like things every now and then. Make sure to get notifications so you know to like. And the more active you are, the more people will actually go and look at your pages. So that's another thing that's good too. But, only answer questions that you know, and comment on things that you have a little bit of an idea of what they're talking about. This one says, love Disney, love creating the magical experience. That person might be a travel agent. I'm not sure. So she might not have been supposed to post this, unless this is actually a something Disney specific. But anyways, you can like it and comment on it. And just kind of start talking to people, building rapport, just very, very small talk, just how you doing, what do you do, things like that. And then eventually they'll ask you what you do, and you can tell them. But most of that conversation has to be outside of these posts. You want to make those on private messages. You don't want to be posting, back and forth on here. So if anybody starts talking to you back and forth, say, hey, I'm going to send you a private message. We should take this off the group. And then you can talk to them off the group. And however the conversation goes is good. And then that is how you can start to add friends from the groups that you join. But you can do that with all kinds of things. If you're, hobbies, things like that. Family Travel Addicts Australia. So these are people who like to travel to Australia. Even if you never have, you can still join it. And talk to people who have. You can also do things like, if you are into sewing, you can go and look for a sewing group. So here's a group with 120,000 people. You can go into that group. You can join that group and just start, and look, there's a lot more posts in this one, and 120,000 members, so that's a really good one. If you're into sewing, if you're not really into sewing, this is not really going to work for you, because you're going to want to be able to have conversations about sewing with these people as you're building rapport and making friends with them. As you can see here, these are the group rules: no links, no advertising, no spam, no arbitrary buying, selling, or gifting, no events or meet and greets and things like that. But you can make friends. I mean, unless it says that, which I doubt it would say you can't make friends. That would be ridiculous. There wouldn't be that many people. So the way to do things in this group would be to comment on, and you can't say anything until they approve you. If you join the group, they approve you, then you'll start to see all these posts that they have, and you can comment on those posts, and you can talk to people in this group, and then eventually you can make friends from this group and then talk to them kind of offline, or not offline, but off this group. There may be questions too if you want to join this group. I'm not a sewer, so I'm not going to join this group. But if you're a surfer, or if you're a boater, or if you're a bowler, or if you are a foodie, there are groups for everything. So if you look at foodie, 38,000 people like this one. Oh, this is a page. Let's go back down to groups. Here we go. 37,000 keto foodies. So if you're into the keto diets, you can join this group and talk to people there. Foodie junkies, this is probably whatever, because you can see fried chicken, yum. 17,000 members, this might be a good one to join if you like to share recipes and things like that. And as you do, and as you comment, and as you post, you'll start to make friends, and then you can send friend requests to them, and there you go, more potential, not only more potential friends, but also prospects. So it's pretty easy. Just go to different groups too. You don't need to spend all your time in one group. If you go to a bunch of different groups, you can add, people from different groups, and then you'll see, and you can choose the ones that you want to see, post from the most, and the ones that there could be even groups you just want to go in and you never want to see the posts, but, in your updates here, all those posts, some of the latest posts will be posted here. So it's kind of cool. It's easy, and it's just another way to make friends. You can do this with or without a business, even just to make friends, just to meet people. But for a business, it's great. That's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. It's pretty cut and dry. Just make sure you don't do a ton of these all at once, because the same thing applies to Facebook across the board as far as Facebook jail is concerned. If you do too much of anything, if you join too many groups, if you post in too many groups, if you send out too many private messages, if you ask for too many friends, you'll be limited next time, at least for a day or two, in how many of those things you can do over the next couple of days. So just keep everything limited. Do a little bit of everything, and you should be fine. And again, Facebook jail is not that big a deal, though. It just lasts sometimes it'll last for an hour, sometimes it'll last for hours, days, a day. And I've even been in there for, I think, 2 weeks. That was a long time ago. I don't even think they do 2 weeks anymore. But this is just something that you can do as part of everything else you're doing to promote and to meet people and to, get new friends. So that is it. For now, anyways. It's pretty easy. You join groups, you add friends, you talk to people. That's the main thing. That's the most important thing in any business. Just keep talking to people. Hopefully this helps. Talk to you soon.